fantastic, really. I mean, I'm just so incredibly proud of the players. We're here in the club tonight. The atmosphere is brilliant. I mean, I'm an outsider in this club, but it's just a very, very special night, and I'm so proud of the players and the way they developed an awful lot of mental strength, I suppose, in the last 12 months, and we knew that we had to work harder at every aspect of everything we were doing, and we challenged ourselves as a management team. What did we need to do differently? Did we need to change things? Which I think we did. And more than anything else, and William Kirby said it to me here actually, the two of us were blind drunk here 12 months ago. I remember over in the corner of the bar, and William was hitting the top of the bar, and he said, "We have to work harder, Stephen." He said, "We have to work harder." And of all the things that I took on board last year, it was probably that William said to me. And he was absolutely so, it might sound like it's something very simple, but Jesus, it was almost like a very cathartic moment. And I went away and thought about it, and I started planning, I suppose, on the Tuesday night after the county final last year, and I felt the one thing that we needed was to get a bit of expertise in around strength and conditioning, because I did say after the county final last year, I was taken by how much physically we were blown away in that game, and there was other things obviously that needed to improve as well, and so that's why I actually met with Joe O'Connor, who was the strength and conditioning coach for the Clare hurlers, and met him for 3 hours, I think, on the Tuesday night after the county final. And I had mentioned Kieran McCabe actually, and I got Kieran involved to do 5 or 6 sessions because he was with Darren Kerry, and then I asked him when he become a selector, and I suppose somebody said to me tonight it was like putting the cheese on the mousetrap, and Kieran has played a huge role really in getting us to where we are today, and allied to that then we brought in an awful lot of the younger players, the best young players in the club, and we strengthened the panel, and I think our panel this year there was about 36 in the training panel, and I'll just give you an insight into how important the panel was, and not just the players that played today or the players that came on. We had 2 A versus B games in the last 4 weeks, and on 2 occasions the Bs beat the As, and I know of very, very few clubs that would have a panel strong enough to actually do that, and so I couldn't give enough praise to the players in terms of their application and their attitude and their desire. And the other thing that I want to acknowledge is we got magnificent support from the club, and the supporters that we have in Austin Stacks are just, I have never seen anything like it. They were defiant last year in the county final. I said it when I was here. I had a few points on board after the county final last year, and I said if there's one thing that I will never forget, it's just the support and the love of the Austin Stacks supporters that time. I said if there was anything that was going to drive us on, it was their loyalty, I think is the word that I'd use, that I will never ever forget. And so they're just some of the things, I suppose, that have made a difference in that period,